just gonna share a little bit about who we are and how we got here. Remember, I mentioned that trauma can happen before you're born. I want y'all to sit back and I want y'all to listen to this story. A lot of people don't know this about us, but we're gonna share it.
We actually got, everything verbatim from our parents.
Go ahead and get y'all tissues. I'm telling you, get your tissue. I have a towel sitting over here in my lap. Go get your tissue because you're probably gonna cry. Because I'm gonna cry. I don't think I'm gonna make it through. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. All right. We were born to Frederick Huff and Burnett Huff right here in Statesboro on June the 2nd, 1987. So we are 80s babies, y'all. Proud of it. Born in the 80s. This is where trauma happened, right here. Our parents were living in Germany at the time. Our father was military. All right. Our mother was going into her 6th month of pregnancy with us. Our dad had just come home from work and our mother had a doctor's appointment scheduled for that day. Mind you, she had also been spotting. We women know that when there's spotting during a pregnancy that far along, that's usually not a good sign. Okay, you may spot a little bit earlier on, like in your first, trimester or something like that, first couple weeks. But to be going into your 6th month and you're spotting, that's a telltale sign that there's a threat on the way. So she's examined by the doctor and he tells her and my dad that she needed to get to the hospital right away. Upon arriving, she's then taken to the ER. And next thing you know, she starts vomiting. And then she's rushed to the examining room. She says that she remembers coming out of her body and looking down on the doctors. They are rushing to get tubes in her. Then they start doing chest compressions. Then they pull out the defibrillator. Y'all know what that is, that thing that shocks you, okay? So to no avail, she sees the doctors tell my father that there was nothing else they could do. My mom is seeing all of this. She comes out of her body. She's looking down and she's seeing this whole thing playing out before her eyes. She said the next thing she remembers is that we were all going up. She said that even though she could not see us, she knew that we were with her as we were all making our ascension. She said she saw a beautiful light that literally looked like she was going through, she said, a funnel. Now we've heard it as a tunnel, but she used the word funnel, okay? She said that it was the most indescribable feeling. She said it just like this, y'all. She said it felt so good going up. Meanwhile, our dad is still down on earth right here praying and pleading with God. And we asked her, well, what was he saying? Do you remember what he was saying? And she said he was saying, baby, please don't leave. You can't leave me now. And then we started going back down. She said she came on back down and laid in her body. Then she woke up asking, what happened? And she said she just remembers my daddy saying, you were dead, you died, you were dead, you were dead. And then they ended up taking her to another room and they ended up caring for her there.
This is no hit to anybody who does not believe in heaven or hell. Heaven and hell is real. People have out-of-body experiences all the time.
Yes.
First person that we read of having an outer-body experience was Paul the Apostle. The word tells us that he says, I knew of a man who was caught up in the 3rd heaven. He said, whether in the body or out of the body, I don't know. But he said he went to heaven. So I just be hearing people say that, they don't believe in heaven and they don't believe in hell. But, God has graced us to be able to, be living witnesses